I'm reminded today that when you listen for the forest talks back, be it with birds, with chipmunks, with rabbits, with deer. The earth is always whispering back to us what we need to know right now. So, maybe you need to listen. There's a family of cardinals that flies around back here in my backyard. And I notice that I only see them in the still. They often come with the quiet and they go with the sound. So whatever is unstill in you, filling you with doubt, lay it to rest. Perhaps you're unaware of what that is right now, and that's okay too. But if you sit with the energy of the trees, that slowness, they only talk when they have important things to say. Maybe that kind of silence is what you need. It seems as though your mind is too loud to hear the echoes of what you need to understand at this time. So it's time to release the old, that manic energy, and ground yourself. There's a simple practice. Sticking your hands in dirt. It actually soothes the system. Your nervous system releases oxytocin when you touch dirt. So maybe go stick your hands in some soil, or put your feet on the earth. No shoes, no socks. Find a way to ground your energy in the ways of things you've already done. There are practices that you know work best for you that you're not utilizing at this time. Why? There's a poem that I wrote a long time ago that's coming up in my head that I'm being shown. We are not long for this world. So find peace in it while you're here. Maybe you write. Maybe you film yourself and save it to your drafts because you're too embarrassed or too shy or you feel too awkward to put it out into the world. But it's okay, you know. Sometimes the only platform that we need is the platform we give ourselves in our own safest space. I'm seeing the Two of Swords. Are you in a battle with yourself that you have yet to win, blinded by your own indecision? Afraid of what's to come with no idea what's behind you? So hard to stay present sometimes. You really, really need to go outside. And drink more water. Lots and lots of water. Not like too much, you know, but like there are so many simple grounding techniques. Most of them are just breathing, literally sitting still out in the woods, outside, even just in your backyard, even on your front porch steps if you don't have a backyard. Listening to the wind. Going to a pool. Being near a body of water. All of these really, really simple things that will at least get you partially to where you want to be, which is the stillness of your mind. Outside that echo chamber of loudness that's making you feel criticized about things outside of your control, when all you really want is to be present. Something I do, and this may or it may not help you, but I let my brain get really loud on purpose. And I'll do this at the beginning of meditation, before the still. I will let all of the thoughts flood in simultaneously, getting really big and loud and crowded, and I will see them out to the very end. And our minds, they work so fast, so it's less time than you think it is. But you let yourself get distracted with everything all at one time. And you sort of let the thoughts jumble into each other like necklaces tangling, like wires tangling. And then you just hear them out. And one by one they dissipate. There are times where I'll have to say, that's it, okay. You know, like that's enough, I've got it. That's the whole thought. I've now gone through it 16 different ways to Sunday, and I don't need it anymore. But that may very well help you. Just to let all of your thoughts ooze in. And then let them go. Because what is a thought, if not just given energy? And so once you release it, it may not even come up again. And if it doesn't, honestly, it wasn't supposed to. But there's all this chaos, this jumbled mind, someone begging for peace. And you have it. You do. It's in you. But all of this distracted energy, it's playing with your fire before you know how to manage it or stoke it properly. And it's okay to honor that. There's no necessity for ego in being the student. We've all been the student before. We're all perpetual students, even when we're capable and long enough here or within this experience to become the teacher. So don't allow that thread of pushback to come into your scope of being, of consciousness, to make you think that you're not enough. You're plenty. You're just learning. And it's good to learn. Once you learn, then you know it, right? Then you pass on that practice, you become something new, and you echo back into the world the healing that you've done, and it heals everything else. Everything that you touch. There's a peace that you're craving, a peace that you're finding. And if this has found you now, it is because you are ready and on the precipice of something where you have found the hope and you need only find the quiet and the still, the present as your presentation, you on the world stage as love. So allow the still to come in. Stop picking up your phone every time things get too quiet and your mind gets too loud. You're ready for this journey to unfold on itself. And that mental loudness is there to tell you there are things that you must deal with to be within the still and to be grounded in the first place. So move into the victory of your heart space. Ground into your root chakra. Let the roots lie into the earth in all its furthest reaches. You've become. My coffee cup is gross. I'm sorry. It had foam in it before. Be at peace. You're not a soldier winning a battle. You're a priest, hollowing the ground, blessing the walk of your own life. I love you. I'll see you soon. Have a beautiful day.